ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यभागवत सेवया भागवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। Hare Krishna, welcome to this discussion on Srimad Bhagavatam. We are right now discussing from Canto 1, Chapter 12. The title of this chapter is Birth of Emperor Parikshit. So, this chapter is divided into six parts, and right now we are in this part, which is Brahmanas predict Parikshit's future qualities. So, in this, there are uh, various shlokas. We will be majorly looking into the shloka number 19 to 26, which is qualities of famous personalities in Parikshit. And then shloka 27 to take advantage of that and submit to hearing. So that is the next part. And then text number 30 to 31 will talk about Parishit Maharaj's constant search for Lord. 30 to 35, Yudhishthir performs or sacrifice. And shloka number 36 talks about Krishna returns to Dwaraka with Arjuna. So now, in this, Canto 1, Chapter 12, shloka number 19 to 25 talks about various characteristics of Parikshit Maharaj. Now let us go to shloka number 19. We will go through all the shloka and then we'll understand one by one. Let us go to the shloka. So Brahmana Uvacha Partha Prajavita Sakshat Ikshavakur Iva Manava Brahmanya Satya Sandascha Ramo Dasharati Yata. Learned Brahmana said, O son of Pritha, this child shall be exactly like King Ikshvaku, son of Manu, in maintaining all those who are born. And as for following the Brahminical principles, especially in being true to his promise, he should be exactly like Rama, the personality of God and the son of Maharaj Dasharatha. So here, the son of Kunti here is referring to Yudhishthir Maharaj. So we will see how what does this learned Brahmana, so what is or what we here learn here. So be like King Ikshvaku, son of Manu. He will be like Lord Rama, son of Maharaja Dasharatha. For what? Maintaining all those who are born, following Brahminical principles and being true to his promise. In the Vedic tradition, figures of King Ikshvaku, Manu, and Rama stand as luminous examples of virtue, leadership, and devotion, each contributing uniquely to the spiritual and moral fabric of humanity. Ikshvaku, one of the sons of Vaivasvata Manu, distinguished himself by prohibiting meat eating and embracing the principles of Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga, spiritual devotion taught by his father, Vivaswan, the sun god. And through his lineage, Ikshvaku transmitted these profound teachings, ensuring their continuity and impact on future generations. His adherence to Vedic principles and commitment to righteousness exemplify the ideal of a noble kingship in ancient India. Manu, known as the Vaivasvata Manu, occupies a pivotal role as the seventh Manu and the progenitor of humanity according to Vedic scriptures. He received direct instruction in Bhagavad Gita from Vivaswan and passed down this sacred knowledge to Ikshvaku. Manu's teachings not only laid the foundation for a society's order and ethical conduct, but also underscored the importance of spiritual wisdom in guiding human affairs. His leadership during the beginning of Treta Yuga, marked by the incarnation of Lord Matsya and the dissemination of divine knowledge. This symbolizes his profound impact on Vedic culture. Lord Rama, if you go to the next point, Lord Rama, the beloved hero of the Ramayana and incarnation of Supreme Personality of Godhead, embodies the pinnacle of virtuous kingships and divine devotion. Born as son of King Dasharatha in Ayodhya, Rama exemplified unwavering adherence to Dharma, that is righteousness, throughout his life. His exile to forest, rescue of Sita from the demon king Ravana, establishment of Dharma through his reign in Ayodhya illustrate his role as a moral exemplar and protector of cosmic order. So Rama's life story continues to inspire millions worldwide, emphasizing the timeless value of duty, compassion, and devotion to the Supreme. So together, Ikshvaku, Manu, and Rama represent continuum of spiritual and ethical leadership, which ensures preservation and propagation of Vedic wisdom and moral principles across generations. Their legacies endure as guiding beacons of righteousness and and devotion in the rich tapestry of Hindu mythology and philosophy. I am using the word Hindu mythology because of the want of right word, but it is, or we can also say, Vedic, rich tapestry of Vedic life and philosophy. Let us go to shloka number 20. एष दाता शारण्यश्च यथा हि अनुशीनरः शिवि यशोवितानिता स्वानां दौशान्ते एव Yajvanam. So the child will be munificent donor of charity and protector of surrender, like the famous King Sibi of Ushinara country. And he will expand the name and fame of his family like Bharata, the son of Maharaj Dushyanta. Going back to the presentation. So we are looking at King Sibi, who is a munificent donor of charity and protector of surrender, expanding the name and fame of his family like Bharata, son of Maharaj Dushyanta. So this quality is, say if you take Maharaj Sibi, he is celebrated for his compassionate protection of surrendered souls and magnanimous acts of charity. He is known for his Ishvara Baba attitude of giving a righteous protection even at personal risk. Sibi's legendary tale involves his sacrificing his own self, own flesh to save a pigeon pursued by a hunter in disguise. Despite his effort, the mystic pigeon remained heavier on the scale until the gods revealed themselves, blessing Sibi for his selflessness and devotion. And he is revered by Devrishi Narada and others for his noble character. Sibi's legacy as a protector and giver of charity inspired future generation, including Maharaj Parikshit, who aspired to emulate his values. And Maharaj Bharata is the son of Maharaj Dushyanta and Shakuntala. He is equally renowned. His childhood prowess and fearlessness is challenging lion and elephants. And this challenging attitude earned him a name called Sarvadamana, meaning one who can control everyone, despite being associated with the establishment of Bharatavarsha, India, in some tradition. His significance in the lineage of Pandavas is also to be noted. So both the Kauravas and Pandavas, they belong to the family of Maharaj Bharata. And so that is the reason this story of Pandavas and Kauravas is called as Mahabharata, or it is the story of Bharata Maharaj. And this Mahabharata highlights the exceptional strength and the early exploits of Maharaj Bharata, which is shaped by his upbringing under guidance of rishis. Yeah, after his father's temporary forgetfulness due to a curse, so he is very famous king, and that is why this Varsha is called as Bharata Varsha. Both Sibi and Bharat Maharaj exemplify the highest ideals of Kshatriya warrior kingship in ancient India, characterized by their courage, compassion, and unwavering commitment to righteousness. Their stories, even today, resonate through Vedic culture and Vedic literature, inspiring reverence and admirations for the contribution to society. We can see even today in the textbooks of schools in India, we see stories of Sibi Maharaj and Bharat Maharaj. So that tells how important they are. Let us go to shloka number 21. धन्विना अग्रनीर् एष तुल्यश्चार्जुनयोर्द्वयो हुताश एव दुर्दर्शः samudra eva dushtaraha. Amongst great bowmen, this child will be as good as Arjuna. He will be as irresistible as fire and as unsurpassable as ocean. So there are three comparisons here. Great movement like Arjuna, he will be irresistible like fire, unsurpassable like ocean. So Arjuna is a Pandava prince, he is a central figure in Bhagavad Gita. Uh, Arjuna is part of Indra, plenary part uh, of Indra, and he is known as Falguni because he was born in the month of Falguna. So, and Arjuna's birth is marked by auspicious signs and attended by various celestial beings, indicating his future glories. His mother, Queen Kunti, could summon demigods to the father her children, and Arjuna is born of this divine union with Indra. So, under Dronacharya's tutelage, Arjuna excels in military strength, surpassing peers with his discipline and dedication. He receives divine weapons and teachings from Indra, Lord Shiva, Yamaraja, Varuna, and Kuvera. Arjuna marries Draupadi and leads to the alliances and the birth, and then he gives birth to Shubhadra. Abhimanyu is born, and then we can see that he has one more wife through whom he gets Babruvana, and Arjuna plays a pivotal role in entire Mahabharata's key events, including like he saves Dronacharya from in fighting against Panchal Naresh Drupad. Then he wins Draupadi's hand, and he plays a crucial role in Kurukshetra war for ensuring Pandava's victory. So throughout his life, Arjuna navigates personal losses and challenges such as death of his son Abhimanyu and his exile. He faces moral dilemmas culminating in this dialogue with Arjuna, with Lord Krishna, which results in Bhagavad Gita, where he seeks guidance and righteousness. So Arjuna's story is intervenes with fate of earth, marked by his lineage and actions. His spiritual journey includes profound teachings from Lord Krishna, highlighting the eternal principles of Dharma and Karma. Ultimately, Arjuna and his brothers renounce passions for the final journey, and this final journey is called as Mahaprasthana, which reflects their detachment and spiritual maturity. So here we see that he will be a great bowman like Arjuna. And in the purport, we can see Srila Prabhupada is mentioning whatever I'm telling is just a summary of what is told by what is written in the here. Here we can see Ulupi is one more wife of Arjuna, and Chitrangada is the daughter of King of Manipur. And Babruvana was his uh, son. Okay, but you can read. So principally, Arjuna is a great devotee of Lord Krishna. So Parishit Maharaj also will be a dedicated devotee like Arjuna. मृगेन्द्र एव विक्रांतो निषेव्यो इमवान इवा तिक्तिक्षुर वासुदे वासव सहिष्णु पितारा इवा. Child will be as strong as lion, worthy a shelter as Himalaya mountains. He will be forbidding like earth, and he will be tolerant as his parents. Going back to the situation. So he will be strong like lion, worthy shelter like Himalayas, forbearing like earth, tolerant like his parents. So a leader should be fierce in pursuit of his enemies, and therefore he should be like lion. Himalaya is abundant in food, water, shelter, and medicinal resources, both benefiting materialists and spiritualists. And then forbearing like earth induce human disturbances like a tolerant mother. And Parishit's qualities, Parishit is predicted to embody these ideal traits perfectly. Here, tolerance, when we think of tolerance, we think of parents raising their children. Children have different personalities, behavior, and preferences. Parents show tolerance by accepting and respecting these differences. They allow their children to express themselves even if they disagree with their choices or actions, fostering an environment of understanding and support. Forbearance. So when we hear the word forbearance, the first thing that we come to think is earth. Earth endures all kinds of activities and disturbances from human beings. It tolerates pollution, deforestation, and other forms of exploitation. Despite these challenges, the earth continues to provide resources and support life without immediate retribution. This enduring patience and resilience exemplifies the forbearance of earth. In essence, tolerance like parents embracing the children individuality, while forbearance is like earth, enduring patience among exploitation. One is tolerance, which is accepting the individuality. Forbearance is patience among exploitation. So these two things are a little bit different, but we need to demonstrate this in our Krishna conscious life. Next, let us go to sloka number 23. पितामह सम साम्ये प्रसादे गिरिशोपमः आश्रय सर्वभूतानां यथा देवो रमाश्रया. The child will be like grandfather Yudhishthira or Brahma in equanimity of mind. He will be munificent like the Lord of Kailasha hill, Shiva, and he will be resort of everyone like the Supreme Personality of God Narayana, who is even the shelter of Goddess of Fortune. The three characteristics that we saw was equanimity of mind, like his grandfather Yudhishthira or Lord Brahma, munificent like Lord Shiva, Lord of Kailash hill, resort of heaven like Supreme Personality of Godhead Narayana, on whose heart Lakshmi Devi resides. So, mental equanimity of Maharaj Yudhishthira and Brahma is interesting thing. According to Sridhar Swami and Vishnu Chakravarti Thakura, both are representatives, both Maharaj Yudhishthira and Brahma are representatives of Supreme Lord, responsible for maintaining calmness and engaging in welfare work. Top administrative figures endured criticism, exemplified by Brahma, who was reproached by the gopis for creating the highlights that blinked, obstructing the view of Lord Krishna. Maharaj Yudhishthira similarly faced numerous challenges from enemies, but he remained mentally composed. Then, when you look at the generosity of Lord Shiva is known as Ashutosh for his easy to pleasure nature. He grants gifts to beggars without considering consequences. Ravana is a devotee of Lord Shiva who gained power and challenged Lord Rama, but received no help from Shiva in his battle against Lord Rama. Shiva also granted Rakashura the power to destroy anyone by touch, leading to his own peril until Lord Vishnu intervened and tricked Rakashur into self-destruction. Thus, we see that Shiva's generosity is a key highlight of his character, even if it is sometimes gives problematic outcomes. Now, the third important thing is the Lord Narayana's protection and prosperity. Rama, actually, it is called as Rama. Rama is is also called as goddess of fortune. Resides with Lord Vishnu, the sustainer of all beings across the countless planets. Vishnu provides necessities for self-realization, but Maya, the illusory energy, misguides individuals towards futile economic pursuits. True protection and prosperity comes from seeking Vishnu's shelter, as goodness of fortune is powerless, as goddess of fortune is powerless without Lord Vishnu. So Maharaj Parikshit, under Vishnu's protection, could thus offer complete security to his subjects. So this is something which so one is Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Lord Vishnu. He will be like these three uh, avatars, three avatars of Lord Vishnu. That's a specific name for this avatar. Let us recollect it soon. Actually, Brahma, uh, Lord Shiva, and Rama, they are all the principal sampradayas. From Brahma comes Brahma Madhva Sampradaya, from Lord Shiva comes Rudra Sampradaya, and from Goddess Lakshmi comes the Sri Sampradaya. So they are coming, um, these three people who have mentioned here are the Sampradaya, are the leaders of these Sampradayas, which leads to Lord Vishnu. Now let us go to the next shloka, shloka number 24. सर्वसद्गुण महात्म्ये एष कृष्णम् अनुव्रतः रन्तिदेव इव दारो ययातिरिव धर्मिकः. The child will be almost as good as Lord Sri Krishna by following in his footsteps. In magnanimity, he will become as great as King Rantidev, and in religion, he will be like Maharaj Yayati. So let us almost as good as Krishna, following in footsteps of Lord Krishna. Magnanimity, you will be like Rantideva, and religious is Maharaj Yayati. So instruction of Lord Shri Krishna means Lord Krishna's final instruction is there in Bhagavad Gita, which is to give up everything and surrender to him alone. Less intelligent person may not accept this, but the truly who are wise, they embrace it and benefit greatly. Association with the Supreme Lord imparts divine qualities. One can achieve 78% of the godly qualities through intimate association with Lord. Following the Lord's instruction is equivalent to associating with Him, as His presence, instructions, and attributes are all identical. Maharaj Parikshit, who followed Lord's instruction throughout his life, attained all essential good qualities, and now when he will be cursed by a brahmana, he will surrender everything, he will give up everything and just surrender at the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. He will be surrendering unto Sukadev Goswami, and here Srimad Bhagavatam from him. Now let us go to the next sloka. Ranti Deva. Ranti Deva is a generous king. Ranti Deva is an ancient king before the Mahabharata took place and was known for his hospitality and food distribution. He was praised by Lord Krishna and blessed by Vasishtha Muni for his service. Rantideva provided fruits, roots, and leaves to sages and received their blessings. Despite being a Kshatriya, he never ate flesh. His generosity extended to Vasishtha Muni, whose blessings enabled Rantidev to attain higher planetary resistance. His pious acts are remembered daily. So Parikshit Maharaj will be as generous as Rantideva. Then the next point is in being religious, he will be like Maharaj Yayati. So he's a great emperor. Yayati is a great emperor, and he is the son of Maharaj Nahusha, who ruled the world for thousands of years. He performed many sacrifices and pious activities. Though his youth was lustful, he fell in love with Devyani, daughter of Shukracharya, initially refusing to marry her due to caste concerns. Maharaj Yayati later accepted her after Shukracharya's intervention. So Yayati also secretly married to one more woman by name Sharmjista. So Devyani's friend and had sons. Um, Yayati had sons with both Sharmishta and Devyani. Therefore, Shukracharya cursed and exchanged his cursed Yayati, so that he will lose his youth. Therefore, Yayati he exchanged his youth with his sons. So he got the youth from his sons, and the sons took his youth, became old, and Yayati became youthful, ultimately becoming detached. And then soon Yayati found that the youth that he has got is of no use, and then finally he decided to give up everything of worldly life. His five sons founded notable dynasties, and the Yayati reached heavenly planets due to his piety, but fell down due to pride. His daughter and grandson restored his true virtues, and he was re-elevated to heavenly kingdom, becoming the devotee in Yamaraja's assembly. So we can see Yayati had lot of detour in his life. So he was not a devotee, but he was religious and did his best to give up his sinful life and move towards the heavenly planets. And finally, he surrenders to a devotee who is Yamadharma Raja. Now let us go to the 25th shloka. तृतीय बलि समाकृष्णे प्रहराद एव स ग्रहा अहा आहर तैस असमेदाना प्रदाना परिभाषका शकः शकः. So he is a staunch. Patience is like Bali Maharaj. He is a staunch devotee of Lord Krishna like Prahlad Maharaj. And he is a performer of many Ashwamedha sacrifices, and he is follower of old and experienced people. So devotional Bali Maharaj is a devotional authority. He is one of the 12 authorities in devotional service. He is renowned for his complete sacrifice to please Lord. It is called as Atma Nivedana, even abandoning his spiritual master who obstructed his path. The highest religious perfection is unqualified, unobstructed devotional service to Lord Sri Krishna. Bali exemplified this by risking everything for Lord's satisfaction. He is the grandson of Prahlad Maharaj, another key figure in devotional service. The eighth canto of Srimad Bhagavatam detail Bali Maharaj's interactions with Vamana Deva. Okay, so that is critical. Then Prahlad Maharaj is a exemplary devotee. He is a perfect devotee of Lord Krishna who faced severe chastisement from his father Hiranyakashipu for his unwavering devotion at Lord Krishna. So Prahlad's mother Kayadu uh, and he and Hiranyakashipu had four sons. The eldest son, being Virochana, is Bali Maharaj's father. And Bali Maharaj, but actually Virochana is not a devotee. Prahlad Maharaj's dedication was so profound that he set an exemplary by having his obstructive son killed by Lord Narasimha, demonstrating that even familial ties should not hinder devotional service. His story is seen. We can see that in seventh canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So in this way, we can see that Maharaj Parikshit embodies the best of qualities of all the leaders of the world from the past. And now let us go to shloka number our shloka number 16 to 25, 27, 28, and 29. Let us cover that. राजर्षीणां जनाहिता शास्ता चोत्पथगामिनां निगृहीतकलेरेष भुवो धर्मस्य कारणात्. The child will be the father of kings who will be like sages. For world peace and for sake of religion, he will be the chastiser of upstarts and quarrelsome. The wisest man, Prabhupada is telling here one important point. The wisest man in the world is a devotee of the Lord. The sages are called as wise men, and there are different types of wise men for different branches of knowledge. Unless, therefore, the king or the head of the state is the wisest man, he cannot control all types of wise men in the state. This is important. Then Prabhupada is mentioning one more thing. As to be clear in the chapters ahead, Maharaj Parishit wanted to kill personified Kali, who was attempting to kill a cow, the emblem of peace and religion. Symptoms of Kali are wine, women, gambling, and slaughterhouses. In presence of Kali, these will grow multifold, and hence sinful tendency also will be more. The blazing fire and moist will go ill together. Peace and morality can prosper only by principles of Maharaj Parikshit and his followers. Therefore, we need to spread Srila Prabhupada's books so that people will become intelligent. So even in absence of Maharaj Parikshit, we have Srila Prabhupada's books which help us the right means to convert people from taking on to these sinful acts and then take up chanting of the holy name of Krishna. Let's go to next sloka, sloka number 27. तक्षकात् आत्मनो मृत्युं द्विजपुत्रोपसार्जितात् परपस्य यत उपश्रुत्य मुक्तसङ्गः पदं हरे. After hearing about his death, which will be caused by the bite of snake bird sent by son of Ramana, he will get himself free from all material attachment and surrender unto personality of God, taking shelter of him. So the entire purpose of birth is to give up all material attachment and surrender to personality of God and taking shelter of Him. So these are the two important things that we need to understand. So freed from material attachment, this is renouncement. Surrender unto personality of God, taking shelter of Him is yoga. So this sloka talks about sannyasa and yoga, and we can also relate it with Chaitanya Shikshashtakam, na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam, ma jagadisha kamai. These are all attachments of the material world. So one has to get freed from this material attachment, and then Mama Janmani Janmani Ishware Bhavatat Bhakti Aituki Tvai. I want only your devotional service. See, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's prayer and this shloka can be related. Okay, next shloka. जिज्ञासितात्मा न यथा अर्त्यो मुनिर्व्यास सुतात् असौ इत्वेदं नृपगङ्गायां यास्यति अद्दा कुतो भयम्. After inquiring about proper self-knowledge from son of Vyasadeva, who will be a great philosopher, he will renounce all material attachment and achieve a life of fearlessness. So the path of fearlessness is given. We have to inquire about proper self-knowledge from son of Yasdeva means we should take it from the bona fide spiritual master who comes in the parampara of Yasadeva. And we need to inquire. Then only we will be in a position to grow. Go to the next shloka, shloka number 29. इति राजन उपादिश्य विप्र जातक कोविदाः लब्ध पचितय सर्वे सर्वे प्रतिजग्मुः स्वाकान् ग्रहान्. Thus, who are expert in astrological knowledge and in perfection of the birth ceremony instructed King Yudhishthira about the future history of his king, of this child. Then, being sumptuously remunerated, they all returned to their homes. So, once they Yudhishthir Maharaj understood that this child will take up devotional service, he was not very much worried. So here, there is one interesting thing that Prabhupada is writing. The word Vipra mentioned here is significant. There is little difference between Vipras and Brahmanas. Vipras are those who are expert in Karma Kanda or foodie activity. guiding the society towards fulfilling the material necessities of life, whereas the Brahmanas are expert in spiritual knowledge of transcendence. This department of knowledge is called as Jnana Kanda, and above this is there is Upasana Kanda, culmination of Upasana in devotional service of Lord Vishnu. When Brahmanas achieve perfection, they are called as Vaishnavas. So this is an interesting shloka. Text 30. स एष लोकविख्यातः परीक्षित् इति यत्प्रभो पूर्वं दृष्टम् अनुध्यायन् परीक्षेत निरेशया. So his son would become famous in the world as Parikshit because he would come to examine all human beings in search after the personality of who he saw before his birth. Thus, he would come to constantly contemplate about him. Prabhupada is here making one interesting thing. Sri Goswami remarks in this connection that every child, if given an impression of Lord from his very childhood, certainly becomes a great devotee of Lord, like Parikshit Maharaj. Therefore, we parents should teach children to avoid TV, mobile phones, and take to serious reading of Bhagavad Gita as it is in Srimad Bhagavatam. So we will stop here. We will take up the next set of shlokas from this chapter in our next class. Okay, thank you very much. Ashakalpatarvyasya kripa sindhu varyaja patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Tantra Srimad Bhagavatam ke Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaura Premanande. Hari Hari Bol. Hari Hari Krishna.